Hello and welcome to today's Bitrix24 webinar, Next Level CRM. Thank you for joining today. Okay, so we'll just go through some introductions first of all. So my name's Sam Connor. I'm part of the sales team here at Interface, and we're Bitrix24 Gold Partners. We're based in the UK, the US and Hong Kong, and we offer a full range of services to help you with Bitrix24. So starting off, we provide pre-sale support, so we can really help you to evaluate Bitrix24, see if it can be a good solution for what you're trying to achieve. And if it is, we can then build out the system for your requirements, so we can set it up exactly how you need it to work. If you are interested in the self-hosted edition of Bitrix, we can provide you with our own hosting service, and we then provide ongoing dedicated support and training to really help businesses get the most value out of the Bitrix24 solution. And if you've joined today's webinar to actually just get some more information about what Bitrix24 actually is, then just let's go through some of the key aspects of the Bitrix24 solution. So Bitrix24 is essentially a collaboration suite of in excess of 35 different tools that you can use to help you to manage your business. Now, specifically today, we're going to be looking at the CRM module and the marketing pieces. But there are over 12 million customers now around the world that use the Bitrix24 solution, and it's voted within the top 10 CRMs globally. And it's probably the biggest use case that we have for our clients that use Bitrix24. We see a significant number of clients coming from other CRM solutions. They want a system that's more simplified, that is more customizable, and also is a price point that is can be significantly less than other solutions out there, such as Salesforce, for example. So it's a very powerful CRM solution where you can get a significant return on your investment very, very quickly. And in terms of the Bitrix solution, it's available in two different solutions. So you have the Bitrix Cloud and the Bitrix24 self-hosted solution. And prices start from approximately $49 per month for the cloud-based system. And if you're looking at the self-hosted system, that's available for $2,990. That's the Business 50 edition. It does go up all the way up to the Enterprise 5,000. And that's available as a year one price. And then in year two and ongoing annually, you will need to budget for the renewal fee, which is approximately 25% of the license. Okay, so today's webinar is Next Level CRM. So first of all, let's just go through some of the key reasons why you should use Bitrix24 as your CRM solution. So first of all, there is marketing automation, and there's a lot of automation within the system. So we can use the marketing platform to create new leads in the system. And those leads, when they get automated into the CRM, we can then use the customizable lead database to capture and qualify those leads in a very timely manner. And then from the qualification, we can then create our bespoke deal pipelines to capture and customize and segment our sales opportunities into different pipelines. And we can use the automation processes through every single stage of your sales process to automate communications to the client, create the required tasks for your sales team, and overall make your deals close faster and in a more repetitive manner. Now, we also have integrations for communicating via email, SMS, telephone calls, and this enables you to build a complete 360-degree picture of all of the activity that you have with your clients. So there's no need to lose any information or any notes that you may have with your clients. All of that information is then saved inside the Bitrix24 system. And then we'll take a look at some of the reporting tools. So we'll be able to monitor your team's effectiveness through dashboard target reports, and we can analyze all of the sales data inside the CRM system. So in today's webinar, we'll cover some high-level topics. So first of all, we're going to see how we can use the tools within the CRM to generate new leads. We'll then do a module overview. So we'll take a look at the actual entities within the CRM system. And then we'll do a case study to actually walk through what that structure looks like from a new lead coming into the system, progressing through to a deal, and creating the quotes and the invoices, see how that connects with the contact and company. And then we'll take a look at some of the reporting tools inside the system. Okay, so first of all, we're going to have a look at the different tools we can use to generate leads inside the system. And there are, as you can see here, a huge variety of tools that you can use to generate those leads. Okay, so first of all, within the Bitrix system, we can import leads. So obviously, a concern for quite a few customers when they move from another CRM to Bitrix24 is how can we bring through the existing leads that we have in the system? Really simple. We can use the importing, so we can import CSV data of your static lead information, bring that into Bitrix, so you can then continue to work on those leads. We have live chats, so we can embed live chat systems onto your website. It could be multiple live chats you might want to add. Those conversations can then automatically create you a new lead in the system. We have social network integrations, so Facebook, Instagram. When people message you, say, for example, if they sent you a message to the Facebook Messenger system, that message can automatically feed into Bitrix. And again, we can create a lead through that information. One of the most popular ways to generate leads are CRM forms. So Bitrix has a CRM form builder tool. So you can build your forms in Bitrix, embed those forms in your existing websites, or we can look to connect your existing forms as well. And then those can create new leads in the CRM. But with forms as well, you might want to create deals. It depends how your sales process works. We're just looking here at generating leads, but forms could also create deals as well. Telephony, so you can integrate phone providers, quite a few different ways we could do that. And from those telephone calls, if the number's not registered inside Bitrix24, then we could automatically create a new lead inside the system. And then we also have sites, so we can build landing pages. And this really talks with the CRM marketing tool above here. So essentially we can create marketing campaigns and really try to channel our leads. So on that marketing campaign, you could have a link to a landing page you've created in the sites module. And then on the site there, you may have a form which can then create the lead inside the system. So a lot of these tools here we're looking at, they all interlink together. And then of course, you can also manually add leads into the system. So if you're out of the office, you could use the new and updated mobile CRM app to add those leads into the system. So let's just take a look at some of those tools in more detail. So if we go into our CRM system, and then first of all, what we'll do is we'll go into the contact center. So some people may have noticed their menu has changed in recent weeks. So if you're wanting to try and find where the contact center is, if you go into customers and down to the contact center, we can see the information inside here. Okay, so the contact center essentially allows you to integrate lots of different platforms external to Bitrix and feed the information into Bitrix24. So first of all, we have one of the tools we looked at there was the website form. So within Bitrix24, what we can do is we can build forms like so. And these forms here, this is the form designer page. You can pull fields from the CRM system, and then we can choose what entity we would like to create inside the CRM. So for example, this inquiry form, we want to create a new lead inside the system. So we can choose the lead entity, and that will then, when the information is filled in here, will automatically create a new lead in the CRM system. We also have tools such as live chat. So we mentioned how you can create a live chat system. So we just go here, this is a site we have created in Bitrix. So you may want to create a site for a new marketing campaign that you're going to perform. So you might want to direct prospects to particular pages where you can show them information. And then on the page here, we can see we've got a form with details that the prospect needs to fill in. And then when they complete the form, like we say, that can create a new lead. And then we also have a live chat system. Okay, so that information there could then be populated into our Bitrix24 system so we can then answer their question. So it enables you to actually deal with maybe concerns your prospects have and continue on that sales process with them. And then we also have Facebook integrations. So you can connect your Facebook page through the Bitrix24 system. And those conversations can then automatically be integrated. So as you can see here, somebody has contacted us on our Facebook Messenger, and that message has now automatically been added into our Bitrix system. So we can reply to this, and that can automatically, we can see here, it's saved the information to the contact. So the information can then sync and be saved into the CRM. Okay, so we can see using the contact center tools here, there are a huge variety of ways we can then automatically create new leads inside the CRM system that we can then manage easily across our teams. Because for every single type of connection here, so such as the live chat solution, you can actually route these conversations to specific people. So for example, with our live chat system here, we can see Max and Mary are the two users who those live chats can be routed to. But we might say, for example, Facebook communications, they need to go to another user who deals with our Facebook messages. So you can route information to the correct team at the correct time using these contact center tools. And we mentioned how you can use the marketing module as well to direct people to those landing pages where we have the live chat, where we've got the website forms. So the marketing module here allows you to create marketing campaigns that you can then send out to your prospects to try and generate more interest and keep buying for those users. So using the marketing campaign feature here, very similar to other marketing campaign designers out there. So inside here, you can add your images. I can upload my text. And this uses block technology. Okay, so on the right-hand side here, I can add my code into here or blocks, and then I can preview what my campaign looks like on different devices. So from a phone, a tablet, or a desktop, I can see what that looks like on different devices. And then we could send this out to our segments. So here, this talks with the CRM system. So I might just want to send this out to all of the leads based on a certain stage, or maybe based on what source the lead came in from. So you can send out very targeted marketing campaigns using the information from the system. And then all of this data will help to build and move your prospects through those different landing pages. So we could have that campaign sent out. It could link them to this landing page where they can fill in the form, complete the live chat, and we can then create those new leads inside the system. So in summary here, there are a huge variety of ways we can use the tools within Bitrix to generate new leads in the system. And if you have any questions on this or any other areas of the CRM system, please do add them into the question box. And we'll be running through those questions during the intervals today. So please do get your questions added and we can go through those for you. Okay, so moving on then from looking at actually how we generate leads in Bitrix, now let's take a look at an overview of the module itself. So let's take a look into the CRM system. And we'll walk through the different entities inside the CRM system. So first of all, we'll look at leads. We'll see how we can convert leads into deals. We'll look at the contact and the company databases, and we'll see how the deals connect with that contact and company. We'll take a look at quoting and invoicing. And then you can see here, and I've highlighted this in bold because it's a really nice new feature. It's called Smart Process Automation. And so we'll take a look at this new feature in Bitrix because essentially this takes the Bitrix CRM system to the next level and quite appropriate for our next level CRM webinar. So with the smart process automation, it essentially allows you to create brand new entities inside the CRM system. So essentially, you can design the Bitrix CRM system now for exactly how you need it to work. You don't need to work just with leads, deals, contacts, and companies. We're able to create our very own unique entities and connect those with the existing entities in Bitrix. So it really does now make the Bitrix CRM system the most completely customizable CRM solution in the market. So we'll have a look at that smart process automation in detail. So let's now go back into our Bitrix system. And we'll start off with leads. So we'll leave the smart process automation till the end. But let's now first of all take a look at leads inside the system. So essentially, the way we want to use leads is to qualify our inquiries. So obviously, we've seen how we can create leads from a variety of channels. We want those to feed into here. So what we can then do is actually evaluate and see if there is a genuine business opportunity for their inquiry. It may be somebody submits a web form and actually we aren't able to help them. Our services don't match what they're trying to achieve. So before you create deals, you need to create leads and then qualify those leads through different stages to talk to the lead, to understand their requirements, so we can progress the lead through different stages here. And if I just show you in the pipeline view, you can see those stages in a really nice format here because they're across the top of the page. And then what we can do is we can progress our leads through those different stages like so to try and qualify the lead. Now, those stages that you see here, that is completely customizable. So you could have as many or as few stages here as you require. The terminology, so the titles of those stages, the coloring, it's completely customizable to what you would want that to be. So I'm an administrator on here. So if I wanted to create some additional stages, you know, this is how easy it is to create those stages in the system. So it really is customizable to how you work with your leads. And if I just go back into the list view, I just want to show you in this view here, you can see we've got different fields. So we've got, say, sources, phone number, email. All of these are just custom fields that you can create. So it allows you to capture as much information and detail on your leads as you require. So if we go into a lead, you can see here on the left-hand side, we have all of the details about the lead, and we've got some additional information. So maybe what industry the lead's from and maybe what type of lead they are. These are custom fields. So you can, like I say, create as many custom fields as you need to store as much information as you require about your leads in the CRM. So you really do have that control to decide what information you have in here. And you can even create additional sections. So we might want to have, let's say, a finance section to store some financial information. We could create that section. I can even customize the layout here of where that information is displayed. So you can really add as much data there as you require. And then on the right-hand side here, we have the activity stream. And this is where those tools that we looked at from the contact center, they really come into play here. So we mentioned how you can integrate emails, or integrate live chat, integrate SMS. All of those different channels will then feed the communication into the leads page. So here we can see some email communications that have taken place with the lead. And if we want to, here we can see some activity that's been scheduled. So you can plan new activities on the lead page here. You can add internal notes. And I can tag my colleagues to make them aware of the latest updates on those leads. And we can, for example, if I want to send an email, if you have your email integrated, we could send emails through the system here. You could send templated emails as well to save time. And then what we can also do is we can use automations. So if we just go into the automation center, this is a really powerful area of the Bitrix CRM system. So what you can do is here, you can create different stages to progress the lead. Like we've said, that's completely customizable to your lead process. And then at those different stages, we can create automated actions. And that could be actions with the client. So it could be email communications that are automatically sent out to the client. So for example, As soon as the lead comes in here at the new lead stage, we're sending here out a thank you email to the lead, thanking them for their inquiry. And it's dynamically populated with the lead's information. So we can pull in information from the CRM to personalize any of these automated communications. Or it could be, for example, we create activities for the sales reps and we can set deadlines for when those activities need to be completed. It could be creating tasks as well. So essentially, we can use automations to streamline the sales process. We can reduce human error and we can ensure the correct communication goes to the prospect at the correct time. And we're actually creating all of the necessary actions that the sales rep has to complete. So as we progress, for example, this lead through here, so I've completed some activities here. And then as we progress through to the follow-up stage, we can see that the actions has now created an activity. So we've created an outbound campaign has been sent out to the client, and it's also created a follow-up task for me to get back in contact with the lead. So we can see some of the automations taking place there, and all of that data is saved in the activity log. Now, obviously, there could be a lot of information stored in here. So we also have a filtering tool. So you can filter through all of this information. So if I just wanted to look at maybe all of the internal comments and notes that have taken place, then I can click on the comments and see all of that information. And it's the exact same if I wanted to look at emails or any other communications that have taken place. So it's really easy to drill down and find specific information you need in the system here. And then hopefully we've gone through that qualification process to qualify the lead. Once it's been qualified, we can then convert that lead into a different entity in the CRM system. So for example, we could create a deal for this from this lead because it's actually a genuine opportunity that we are able to work on. And when you do that, we can then create and segment that deal into a specific pipeline. So pipelines are used to segment your sales opportunities into a specific category. And again, this is really customizable. So you could have different pipelines to segment those sales like we've based here based on geographical location, but you might want to do this based on different products or different services that you have to offer. So let's now go into deals and see where we can manage all of those sales opportunities. Okay, so we're now into deals. So we've qualified the lead. Now we're in the deals where we're working on the genuine sales opportunities, trying to close those sales. And within the pipelines here, so we're in the UK office, you can see the stages that we're progressing our deals through. And you can see, again, the automations. And what's really nice in deals is every single pipeline you create, it's completely unique. So if I go into the USA pipeline, the stages are completely different. The automations, they are completely different. So if you want to maybe use the pipeline feature for different services you offer, and those services will most likely have different stages that you go through to close the sale, you can completely implement that using the pipeline features inside Bitrix. And within the pipeline view here, this is really nice because within your deals, you can add a value to the deal. So if we go into a deal, you can see the contact here in the company connected with the deal. And what we can do is we can add products. So you have a product catalog where you can store products and stock quantities with values for those products. And then when we bring the product into here, this then generates a value for the deal. And what's nice here, if I go back to the pipeline view, as I progress the deal through those different stages, it will update the overall value here for that stage. So this is really useful for forecasting purposes. If I want to be able to see what value, so I can see here we've got £312,000 ready to be invoiced, and I can see we've got 352,500 where we've sent some quotes. So really what I'll be doing at this stage is I'll be speaking with our sales team to say, right, we've got this here, or can we get any of this value moved over to the negotiation and invoice stages? So you can make quick informed decisions using the data here within the pipeline view. And so if we just go back into the deal Again, all of the information about the deal is saved inside the deal page here. And what's nice, once we've added a product into the deal, you can then create quotes and invoices. So we can create those financial documents connected with the deal. So if we click into this quote, we can see all of the information about the quote inside the system. And we can use the document generator to actually generate personalized quotes for you to send out to the client. So you can upload your own template with your branding and information. And then we can use the document generator in Bitrix to actually pull and map all of the data from the CRM items to generate personalized documents. So as you can see here, the quote, we've got our branding and information, and then it's pulled through the product information from the deal. And I can then send this out to the client directly through the CRM system. And one new feature to mention, and it's quite a new feature for quotes and invoices, is the ability to create stages on quotes and invoices. So as you can see here, this quote is with the waiting on client stage, but you can create your own stages here to, again, progress quotes and invoices through to closing the sale. And just like with leads and deals, you can set up automations. So for example, when we're waiting on the client here, when we've been at this stage for 4 days, so if the quote has been with the client for 4 days, we're setting up a notification to go to the sales rep to get back in contact with the client, see if they want to proceed with the quote. And let's say that after 10 days, if we're still at this stage, we've got another automation, which is actually sending out an email to the client. So you can see how we can use automation rules here to really try and help you to close as many sales as possible through the system. It stops the sales reps from having to do a lot of the work themselves. You can use automations to keep them up to date with their quotes. You can use email to continue the communication with the client through the system. And then once we have approved that quote, I can then generate an invoice in the system. And all of this information is then connected back to the deal. So you have that complete connection inside the deal itself. And again, you can see here the different stages that we can progress the invoices through. So let's look at deals. So if we go into the customer record area, here inside the contact database, this is where we can store the record of every single individual contact we have inside our CRM system. Now, this doesn't just need to be clients, by the way. You can create custom fields to segment your contact database. So inside here, you can see we've got some suppliers, we've got clients, and you could filter through this information. So if you wanted to just see all of your clients, we could see that information like so, and you could actually save that as a filter. So you can add all of your different client types and then save that information and segment as and when required. And if we go into a client's page, then inside here, you can see all of the details about the client. So I can see their details here, and I can see the client's associated company. So I can see Sam Moon is associated to this company, Techco, and you can associate a client to multiple companies inside the system. And then on the right-hand side, we've got all of the communication dialogue. As we've seen throughout the CRM system, you're able to see that 360-degree communication log with the client. And then if we go into the company database, very similar. The key difference here is where we're storing the information about the company. And then in the company page, we can see the individual contacts that are associated with the company. Okay, so that's a high-level overview there of the key entities. And then, of course, we'll have a look at reporting later on. So within here, we're able to build high-level dashboard reports based on all of the data there that comes into the system. But now, so those are standard, the native entities that are available with the CRM system. So we've got leads and deals, and then we've got contacts and companies. But what Bitrix24 have released very recently is a new feature called Smart Process Automation. So essentially, what this allows you to do is it allows you to create brand new entities inside your CRM system, and you can then connect those entities directly with the existing records that you have inside the CRM. So let's say, for example, you might want to create, if you're a charity, you might want to create an area where you can track all of the donations that your clients have submitted. So rather than using the deals functionality, we could create our own bespoke area within the client page where you could store those donations. So all I would have to do inside here is create the donations area. And then what we would do is bind this to our existing CRM items. So if I go into here, I can then bind this new donations entity with contacts inside the CRM system. So this SPA feature, Smart Process Automation, it allows you to create brand new entities inside the CRM and then connect those back inside the system. So if we go into our contact database, then inside here, one way, for example, is you might want to create an entity to be able to allow your customers to return products and services. Maybe if they're damaged, they need to be able to return those. Now, you don't really want to use deals to manage that returns process, because deals is used to manage new sales. So using the SPA feature, for example, we could create a returns process like so. So inside the client's page here, I can log all of the items that the client has returned, and I can see what stage each of those returns is at, and I can click into that record and I can see all of the information. So I can see the reason for the return, I can see when it was stamped, I can see the amount for that return and some extra details. So you can capture as much information as you need on that brand new entity inside the system. And then you can also create stages that you progress that record through. So for example, for a return, there's going to be stages here. So as we progress through the returns in progress, once it's been approved, I can then move it over to the accounts team so they can now manage the refund to the client. So this feature now allows you to create brand new bespoke entities inside the CRM system. Okay, so I can see we just had a few questions coming, so let's just answer those questions. So what about Facebook advertising companies? So I don't know if you're able to provide a little more context to the question, but if we go back into the marketing module, I'm not sure if you're referring to Facebook ads, but essentially with the Facebook ads connection, what this allows you to do is you can create new segment lists of audiences of the data from your CRM system. So inside here, I could pull certain client information from our CRM system. So I might want to pull all of our VIP clients. I could pull that segment list inside here, and then I could send this to the Facebook ads campaign manager. So I can send that segmented data to Facebook. You would then design your audience campaigns inside there, and we could send it to that specific segment of information inside your Facebook page. Now, the other Facebook connections, if we just go back into the CRM, if we go into the contact center, there are other Facebook integrations. So Facebook lead ads, so you can create forms, and those forms that you embed onto your Facebook ad, when they fill in that form on the Facebook ad, that can then automatically be connected into Bitrix and create a new record in the CRM. Most commonly, it would be a new lead that it will create inside the CRM system. So that's essentially how we can manage the Facebook integrations. And as we've already seen, if people send you a message, say on the Facebook Messenger, that can then automatically be added into the CRM. So you can then actually respond to the client through the system. Okay, so that's a look at Smart Process Automation. So that was a brand new entity that we can create inside the CRM system. So that it really does take the CRM system to that next level, because it now makes the Bitrix CRM system the most bespoke CRM system available inside the market. Okay, so moving on then, we've seen how we can use leads and deals. We can close those sales opportunities. Now we want to look at how we can report on that information. Okay, so now let's go back into the CRM system. So obviously there is a lot of data that we have inside the system, within leads, within deals, and within the contacts and companies themselves. So what we have inside the CRM is an analytics module, and this will essentially take all of the data from the CRM, and it allows us to build high-level dashboard reports of that information inside the system. So for example, here where we want to look at our conversion rates, we can see a dashboard here of all of our sales teams. And I can now see the number of leads that they have been allocated. I can see how many leads they're working on. I can see how many deals they're working on. I can see actually how many deals they've lost, what's the total of those deals, their conversion rates. So you can see this high level analysis of the information. And what's really nice as well is I can click into this information. So if I wanted to see actually all of these deals that Max has won, I can click on that information and it will show me that information like so. And I can even click into that individual deal record. So you can go from a very high level to a low level very quickly through the dashboard reporting tools here. And every single field you create inside the CRM, you can then use for segmentation within the actual reporting dashboard. So you can make very bespoke reports inside the CRM system here. And this is just one type of report you might want to create. You could even, for example, set sales targets for your team, and then you can track how well those users and sales reps are working to their targets. And this is over a target of a monthly period, but you could configure this. So if you wanted it to be per quarter or half a year, per year, you can customize the reporting metrics here. And it's not just actually reporting on your sales reps. What we could also do is actually look at and analyze our clients. So we can see who are our top grossing clients, or maybe who are our most regular recurring purchasing clients. So again, you can see there are lots of different types of reports you could create, even down to actually looking at the return on the investments of your advertising spend. So you can connect your different traffic sources inside Bitrix24, allocate the different costs to those sources, and then based on the source types, when you win your deals and the source type is connected with those deals, we can then see the conversion and then the overall return on the investment of the cost associated with that source. And then you can also create your own personalized reports in your My Reports area. So you can build high-level dashboard reports and create your own bespoke charts and graphs inside the system. So I think, as you can see, there is a huge variety of reporting metrics and tools that you can use. And that's the analytics module. But as we've already seen throughout the webinar today, there are lots of other areas directly in the CRM that you could use for reporting, such as the pipeline view on leads and deals. So as we said, you can filter here. So you might want to drill down to the leads, maybe based on certain industry types. I could drill down to that specific data. And of course, as we progress our deals through those different stages, I can see the value of the deals at each stage inside the system. So this is really useful here for reporting purposes. Okay, so that's a high-level overview of some of the reporting tools. Now, there is also another area for reporting, and this is called the Report Wizard. So essentially, this allows you to create your very own reports from scratch. So you can choose which area of the CRM that you'd like to report on. And then from here, you can add all of the different metrics to your report. So you can choose what fields you'd like to add into the report. You can create your filters like so. And then you can also add different charts. You can decide how you want that information to be presented in your system of reports. And then you can actually share this report. So you can decide who you want to give access rights to be able to access that report inside the system. So in summary, in terms of reporting, there is not really just one area for reporting in the Bitrix CRM. There is a huge variety of areas for reporting, and it allows you to get the information that you require. Okay, I don't think there's any other questions right now, but please do add any questions into the question box. So just moving on to look at the differences between the cloud and the self-hosted. Now, first of all, I just want to go back to the smart process automation. So how we can create bespoke entities inside the CRM system. So as I showed earlier on, how, for example, you might want to create a returns process to be able to manage any returns of products and connect that inside the system. To use this smart process automation feature, you need to have at least the professional cloud license. So if you're on the free, basic, or standard cloud edition, you're not going to have access to that feature. If you want to create your own entities inside the CRM system, you need to have at least the professional cloud license. But in terms of the differences between the cloud and the self-hosted, both include leads, deals, invoicing, and reporting. They both include custom record layouts and custom fields. I know there's other CRM systems out there that limit you on the number of records, the number of custom fields you can have. With the professional cloud and the self-hosted editions, it is unlimited in the number of records and fields you have in the system. Both the cloud and self-hosted include automations. Now, if you want to use the CRM automation, you would need at least the standard cloud license. Let's say the key difference with the self-hosted, we have access to the source code. So it's possible to create a completely customizable and integrated CRM. So if you wanted to be able to integrate your CRM system, maybe with your finance system, or if you wanted to integrate it with another external solution, you would really need to look at the self-hosted system to be able to use the full API to be able to do this. Okay, another question just coming, is it possible to get payments from customers in the CRM system? So there are some standard payment integrations, yes. So if we go into one of our deals, for example, then what is possible inside here is the ability to receive payments. Okay, so if I just save this information, what you can do once you've got a value associated to the deal, you need to integrate an SMS provider. So we use Twilio, so we can provide you with our Twilio integration. And then through here, what we can do is we can integrate a payment provider. So Bitrix has integrations with quite a few payment providers as standard. So you've got Stripe, you've got PayPal, you've got Klarna. So there's quite a few different integrations here. We've got our Stripe integration here, but in the marketplace, there's quite a few different payment gateways that you can connect. So once you have connected your payments, it will then send a link with the payment via SMS, and that will then allow the client to pay for their product directly in the system. And once they've paid for their deal, we can then update the deal to a specific stage on the system. So if you send the SMS link here, the client pays through the payment provider that you connected, and it can then automatically update the deal to a specific stage. So yes, you can have a seamless integration there. Okay, so that's the key difference for the payments. And then we've seen some of the differences between the cloud and the self-hosted solution. And I just want to show you a new feature. I've said how the self-hosted system is the most developed and most customizable Bitrix24 system. One feature we have created, this is brand new for the self-hosted, for the on-premise edition of Bitrix, is the help desk system. And a key feature of our help desk system is that you can connect mailboxes and have emails automatically created inside here to create help desk tickets. So I just want to show you here, for example, I've got an email and we've connected a mailbox into our system. So I've got here a login problem issue. So we can see the subject, I can see the body of this email. So with our help desk module, which is available for the on-premise edition of Bitrix, what we can do is we can connect a mailbox, and when clients submit a ticket to that specific mailbox, we can then have that automatically create a brand new ticket inside the help desk module. So this then allows your support agents to work on those support tickets directly inside the system. So you can see here, that's now created the help desk ticket. So it's brought through the login problem, the subject, it's brought through the details of the email, and it's created a brand new ticket inside the help desk module. And then you can progress that help desk ticket through different stages here, which is completely customizable. So you can create your own support workflow inside the system. And then all of the communication and dialogue on that support ticket can be managed inside the support ticket page here. So I can respond to the client directly through the tickets, and we could set up, for example, FAQ templates, so easily respond to the client support request inside the ticket page. So through that email coming to that mailbox, it can create the help desk inside the system. And if I just now go into the CRM, we have a connection with the CRM system. So if I go into one of my clients' pages inside the CRM, I can see all of the help desk tickets that this client has submitted through the help desk module. And I can also create a new help desk ticket. So if I'm speaking to them at their office, they have a new support request, I could create a ticket directly through the client's page, and that will then talk with the help desk module. One of the key features here is the ability to create a new help desk ticket via an email being submitted to a mailbox. And it's in the front end of the CRM system here, and it talks with the client database. So it really is a robust and really powerful help desk solution. This is available for the on-premise edition of Bitrix24. Okay, so in summary today, we've seen how we can use the advanced marketing features and tools within the CRM to generate new leads using the campaign builder. We can use the sites tool to embed forms and live chat to sync new leads into the system. We've seen how we can use leads and deals and completely customize the CRM using the smart process automation tool to create your own brand new entities inside the CRM system. And we've seen how we can connect email, SMS, even telephony to have a complete 360-degree view of all of the communication that takes place with our clients. And then we just saw later on there how we can do forecasting and high-level dashboard reports of the information inside our CRM system. Okay, so here are a selection of our up and coming webinars. Please do register at intraface.com/webinars. And just underneath there, we've added a link to our YouTube channel. So youtube.com/@intraface. We're adding new content almost every day to our YouTube channel. So we've got lots of quick win videos and new features that we are releasing. So please do check out our YouTube channel and follow us on YouTube. If you have any questions in the meantime, please do contact us, sales@intraface.com. And I look forward to joining you on our up and coming webinars in the future. And bye for now.